I lied. Let's keep it going. I lied. Let's keep it going. Why not? Let me get a save in there just to make sure. Razor, you did miss a few years, and yeah, Chad elected to trade Wheeler. They used their nuke at the beginning of last season. So worth noting, by the way, the upcoming draft, you guys currently have 2 first-round picks, potentially. There's the whole protection backup on that one. And I have 2 as well. I have Milwaukee's pick again, which isn't great. But taking a look at the team, for you guys, it is Woolridge, Whitehead, and Dunleavy. I think immediately Kelly Dunleavy is in that conversation for G League. And maybe the guy that you're going to want to drop down to at least still get playing time. Shooting guard is Thompson, Hampton, and Garcia, who was also in that conversation to send down. Unless you just want to outright cut RJ Hampton, which you can. You could. Obviously, Whitmore, you're going to try like hell to trade. Then Hilliard, Dixon, Johansson. I mean, I'd say Johansson at this stage for now. Power forward is Doherty and a guy named Scott Shaw. So Doherty should be the starter. And then center, Anderson and Powers. So really, it comes down to either Dunleavy, Garcia, or Henrik Johansson as the guy to drop down to the G League. And like I said, if you want, we can... if you wanted to keep Garcia on the team as the backup shooting guard, we could cut RJ, and then you drop Dunleavy or Johansson, whatever the hell. So, yeah, if there's no disagreement to cutting RJ, we can just cut him off the team, keep Garcia as the backup shooting guard, and then go with Dunleavy or Johansson. So, that looks to be the popular vote there. So, RJ Hampton off the team. And will it be the A- point guard, Kelly Dunleavy? Or the A- forward, Henrik Johansson, who find their way down to the G League, at least to start the season? It's a close vote. Dunleavy's leading the way right now. Leading the way, leading the way. Give me a second here. And it will be Dunleavy once it auto-signs a player. So, because you cut that guy, you can't put him down because he's technically not the full roster and blah, blah, blah. For me, God, what am I going to do? Ended up with quite a few C potential guys in that last draft. Fuck me. Probably Enqvist. Because Hammonds is there now. Yeah, Mikhail Enqvist to the G League for me. So, obviously with the trade block, it's going to be pretty obvious for both of us. For you guys, you might as well just leave it open in regards to point guards and then decide where you want to go. You know, you could move Whitehead, keep Dunleavy, you get a deal for Dunleavy, cool, move Whitehead. Woolridge went up to an A+ potential, apparently. So that's your guy. The only question now is backup. So, I mean, technically to start, you could put both of them on the block just to see. Shooting guard-wise, you're fine. At forward, you got to get rid of Cam. Unless you want to keep Cam Whitmore. But if you do, I mean, you got these 3. Like, Dixon's the odd man out. Would you want to keep 27-year-old Cam Whitmore over Hilliard or Johansson? Or do you put Whitmore on the block because of what you could probably get for him and then keep building up around those 2? There is the option. So I think Whitmore has to go to a vote in terms of, is he your guy at this point, or do you want to keep building up those forwards who are still young and good enough to be good? It is true that Whitmore might want to leave as well. That is another thing to think about. He is not giving you an answer in regards to what he'll do. So, and congratulations, trade block won by a landslide. So, and then power forward and center, you are good to go. So yeah, you got it pretty well set up there with those 4. In terms of untouchables, you should have Woolridge as an untouchable at this stage. You should probably have Thompson as an untouchable at this stage, given how much you just signed him to. Doherty would definitely be an untouchable. Anderson, you can make the argument. I'd go with that. Again, let me know if you'd change anything, but I think that pretty much covers it. For myself, I got to try to move on from Tyrese Halliburton if I can. I got the trio of younger shooting guards I'd love to move on from. Forward is Sparks, Hammond, and Enqvist. It's a bit of a tough one. Power forward. Watson still at a B potential. That's not too bad. And then Lyles and Sutton at center. Need to make a decision about one of those forwards. It's probably going to be Enqvist for now. Jilson, what's up, man? Not going to have anybody on the untouchable list, so that's where we're at for the moment. A lot of young talent between our two teams. My team here in St. Louis, I am going to continue to run a 13-man bench just to get playing time for everybody across the board. For you guys, honestly, you could do the same thing. You could do the same thing. Run that 13-man bench just to get as many people playing time as possible. Let me know if you disagree, but it'll also probably make you worse. Yeah, my coach has seen better days. He's seen better days. He's had a fun time. Let's get simming. Can't imagine there will be playoffs in the equation. If playoffs are a thing, we're going to get eliminated very, very quickly. Very, very quickly. Let's see. So this will be that auto signing. And that will allow you guys to put Dunleavy, even though Whitehead got hurt, put Dunleavy in the G League. And now let's double check for you guys. Yeah, it still makes sense to run 13. You have the injuries, but 3 and 4 to start the season for you guys. A long way to go, but presumably you will be pretty bad. You were good enough to beat me, so that's always fun. Nuge, what's up? I was saying top of the hour, I think, is probably what we're looking at. As I get a trade offer for Cummings, the point guard. Doyle Wellington. 23 A- and a 79. Cummings is 24 B and an 82. I already have a good power forward, don't I? I do. I got Watson. Not a bad deal. Can't take it, though. Can't take it. St. Louis also looking pretty bad so far this year. Not 200 or even $500 million in debt anymore. Look at that. We're almost back down to double digits. Oh, a Whitehead for Whitehead trade. Well, it'd be dumb of you guys to trade Whitehead, right? It's George Whitehead. 23 being a 77. And a first from Milwaukee for Derek Whitehead, the 27-year-old shooting guard, and Bol. I mean, you'd get Bol, but that's a no. I'm surprised Bol can still fucking walk at that age. And I don't say that as a joke. I'm genuinely concerned for his health in the future. Like I am for anybody that's that gigantically big. It's Taco Fall still. First and foremost, there's a K in his name, sir. How dare you? And he's currently playing in China for no joke. No joke. The Nanjing Monkey Kings of the CBA. How badass is that logo, by the way? Does he have any notable teammates? Couple of dudes with roster pages, apparently. But yeah. Shout out to Taco Fall. Celtics legend. What a man. What a man. For you guys, okay, you do get it. Ooh, this is probably one you want to take. Philip Dixon was one of the forwards that you were trying to move out. You'd get Moses Moody at shooting guard, which, meh, but at least his deal's up at the end of the year. But you get a first-round pick from Chicago in either 2034 or 2035. It is lottery protected. You have to move this guy out. You have to move this guy out, and you have to do it now. Spicy Italian footlong, 6 months on the primer. A $5. A $5 spicy Italian footlong. And chat's going to take that. I think that's a smart move. Like I said, clears out some of the log jam at forward. And you should be able to immediately put Moody on the block. There you go. So, let's double check. Yeah, 13-man bench. Actually, you don't need to because Jay Powers sucks. So you can run with a 12-man bench. Just to get some people a little bit more time. But you have Whitehead, Thompson, Whitmore, Doherty, and Anderson. So John Doherty is starting as the #1 overall pick. It is true that you could actually, yeah, you could run 8. Garcia would be the one to take the hit. Running 8's actually pretty good idea. Good catch, Mr. Andrews. Some of those guys that are fillers just kind of started to take up those spots. So you got one guy who gets left on the outs, but you don't even need him. For me, I still just gonna try to play everybody that I can. So we march, we move. 9-14 for my St. Louis Sound. Make that 11-14. Please stop winning games. Oh my god. Please stop winning games. Screwed ourselves out of a lottery pick last year. You get a trade offer for Whitehead that involves a power forward, which makes no sense at all to take. You're gonna do it again, aren't you? The Western Conference is supposed to be strong. I should not be able to be pushing for a playoff spot. I just shouldn't. Tyrese Halliburton is ruining my life. I enjoy the Patriots nearly losing to Saints. Dude, I swear to God. I have had moments, as all Patriots fans have, of low confidence in this new era. I don't, like, my confidence in the Mac Jones era has not been lower than it is after today. Like, okay, Cam Newton, he's here. I'm like, all right, they have no shot, no hope in hell, whatever. I'm sorry. I just, the whole, like, well, it was in the rain, and the Jets are really good on defense, at least. Even though, hey, they kept it competitive with Miami and Philadelphia. Oh my God. Like, today's game was just so friggin' ugly offensively. No killer instinct whatsoever. Just keep giving the Jets the ball back on 3 and outs and hope they don't score. Against the Jets, man. And they almost did. Cobb almost had the frickin' Hail Mary catch. I don't know, man. I was really hoping to see more. I know it's 3 weeks into the season, but I was really hoping to see more from the Patriots offense, and it's not very pretty. Who do you have more confidence in as your quarterback, Jimmy G or Fields? Oh, Jimmy G for sure. Chill with the Jets slander. I will not. I will not. You guys got a trade offer for Chris Anderson. That is not worth it at all, even though there was a first-round pick. Weren't the Lakers the 1 seed last year? Yes. Yes, they were. Could be worse, could be the Broncos. That's true. At least the Patriots have a win. That is very, very true. But yeah, my confidence is it's a little bit rattled, to be honest. Yeah, it's not worth it. You definitely don't want a Babcock on your team. Keep your phone away from him. So, a win and didn't give up 70 points. True. Never want to give up a video game score. Yeah, like I said, I mean, the Patriots were at least competitive over the first 2 weeks, and they won in week 3, but the Jets, man. With Zach Wilson at quarterback. And it was a 1-possession game. Yeah. You're not a Bears fan, I think you're fine. Well, in fairness, anyone who's still a Bears fan, it's your fault at this point. The Bears have been kicking their own franchise or their own fan base in the dick for 20 plus years consecutively. It's your fault for not leaving at this point. I'm sorry, you're brainwashed. The indoctrination is strong. Leave the cult. Sam Howell or Zach? Oh, dude, Sam Howell, easily. Shit, at least Sam Howell at some points has looked good. Zach Wilson had one drive, and that was today. So, I don't know why the sim's going so slow. Did I see the score of the Canucks Flames preseason game today? I did not. Let me look. Let me look. We're going to be talking about the Pacific Division. 10-0. For who? Not for Vancouver. That's who. Not for Vancouver. Okay. Right. Right. Oh, goodness. Surely there's a free agent quarterback that can do better than Wilson. You would think so. Like, I keep seeing people say, like, oh, trade for Kirk Cousins. And, I mean, you know, in fairness, if you're Minnesota, who's also 0-3, you might just want to move on at this stage and just be like, we're not going to re-sign you. It was a pretty brutal pick that Cousins threw at the end of today's game as well against the Chargers. So, like, man, honestly, at this stage, I'd rather get, like, if I'm a Jets fan, I'd rather see them give fucking Josh Rosen another chance than see Zach Wilson out there again. It's not happening. It's just not. Like, there's the list. There's the freaking Colin Kaepernicks of the world. Trade for Andy Dalton, although the Panthers probably don't want to get rid of him now. You know? So, seriously, why is the sim going so slow? So, I mean, it must just be trades going on in the background. No idea. So, Matt Ryan. There's no way you can't drag Matt Ryan out of retirement, given that on his very first broadcast, his fucking co-host, remember 28-3? Like, the first day. Jesus. 6 months on the resub. By the way, listen to the podcast. They'd love to talk about Nickel up here with Endo. Yes. I discovered that Canada has a nickel. I didn't know that prior to Friday on the podcast with Endo. So, dude, Tim Tebow, I agree. And, you know, at least it'll be fun. At least it'll be fun. It's like, oh, okay. Yeah. Zach Wilson, he, you know, hunts MILFs on Tinder. Tim Tebow, that's a man of God, though. That's a man of God. At least we got morals on our side and strong Christian fundamentalism. How can it be any worse? God. How could it be any worse? That's the question. Like, somebody, anybody, could even say that without laughing. Hey, look, it's just funny to me that I had sex before Tim Tebow, okay? It's just funny to me. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. That's just a funny fact, but it is true. Unless he's a filthy liar and going to hell. Sex before marriage, imagine. Yeah, I'm not trading Tyrone Sutton. Even though Damon Swift isn't that. Oh, God, hold on. Don't I have another center? It's Lyles is 27. I can't get rid of Sutton. Swift isn't bad at all. But I already have a couple of forwards. None of them are great, but that first round could be anything. It could even be a Sutton. I'm not taking that deal. So, genuine question, Nathan Peterman or Zach Wilson? That's a genuine question. As we get to the trade deadline, no major trades for either of us. Because of that, as we check the contract extensions, Tyrese Halliburton's going to be leaving. And because Tyrese Halliburton is also going to be leaving my team, I'm going to cut him so I can run Alvin Cummings and Bernie Benjamin. Tyrese, I wasn't able to trade you. I'll pay your contract unless you're claimed. I'm going to cut Mr. Halliburton. Is there another veteran I need to get rid of? No. Don't you think you may need him? There's no way I'm making the playoffs. I'm at 19 and 31, and I couldn't trade him. So it was the right time to move on from him, get some younger players the playing time. So it is the wise move for me. For you guys, Cam Whitmore plans on leaving at the end of the year. You would also be wise at 21 and 28 to cut Cam Whitmore and let Hilliard and Johansson play the rest of the season, especially because they're getting better. Whitmore is hurt. You might as well get rid of him, though, and just open up the space for these two younger guys, since Whitmore will be leaving at the end of the season, too. So, no reason to not get rid of him. You can't get rid of him until he's healthy, but no reason to not get rid of him. So, we'll see what happens here in a minute once he's back. Damon Thompson keeps getting better. But yeah, so there's nothing either of us can do in terms of re-signings, at least at the moment. Of course, we have super young teams on rookie contracts, so on and so forth, so it's not really all that surprising. Not at all, not at all. So, Tim Tebow praised the touchdown, Jesus. Again, the discovery, thanks to the Ohio Board of Tourism, a.k.a. Chilson in chat, the discovery of touchdown Jesus. It was a special moment. Those are the reasons. Those are the reasons why you stick around for Pro Club streams. All right, as Cam Whitmore has been cut. And for you guys, that means Hilliard's now a starter. And honestly, you can run 7 since you don't have to care about Moses Moody. Just run those young players into the ground for the rest of the season. Get them 1 out of 300 times the Ohio League. Gives us something funny. I mean, it might have a better success rate, though, than him on GeoGuessr. You know? It might. So, 8 once Thompson gets back. Yeah, how long is he out for? He is back now. Now you don't even need 8 at this stage. I mean, you don't have to worry about Moody or Ferguson. Garcia, there's nothing you can do about it, so you're good. Let's keep it going. Lions at 22 and 35. What we're going to do is finish up this season. And then we might get to the draft as well, and then I'm going to go play more pro clubs. Again, we'll see how many people get to play, because otherwise it might be a disaster. When are you recording the podcast episode with Mr. Danny Webster? That would be this week. That would be tomorrow, actually. Yeah, podcast for the upcoming week, Monday and Friday. We'll announce who's joining us on Friday's show on Monday. But we pretty much have a guest lineup for all the division breakdowns, so including one big, well, actually two first-time guests and 2 returning. It's a pretty good split. Is it bad that as a Bears fan I don't want Caleb Williams because I don't want to see his potential be wasted? Oh, no. And no, I don't plan on saying who. You're fine. Oh, man. Oh, God. So, like, Bears fans then are just at the point where it's like, shit, we're not going to win anything until the ownership changes, right?
I'm just
like that's my understanding. Shout out to Adjacent Gamer, by the way. Like, that's my understanding, is like there's no confidence until the McCaskies don't own the team. Shout out, by the way, of course, 100-year-old freaking Virginia McCaskey as well. God damn. Scoot Henderson, who chat nearly went after, wins MVP for the Oklahoma City Thunder in his first season there. Rookie of the Year, the Brooklyn Nets, Clint Wells. Sixth Man of the Year, Harvey Mitchell in Dallas. Defensive Player of the Year, once again, Victor Wembanyama, now a 5-time winner. Most Improved, Dan Baylor in Miami. Clutch Player of the Year is Ja. Coach of the Year, Greg Pop. How old are you at this point, Pop? Holy shit. 39 years in the league. Excellent legwork. No money sense. That's because that man's got morals. Fuck the dollar. Be good people. Greg Popovich. What a man. I would vote for Greg Popovich as president. I'm just throwing that out there. Whoops, I didn't mean to skip that. I would vote for Greg Popovich as president of the United States. Your All-NBA first team is Scoot, Wemby, Josh Giddey, another free agent you could have had, LaMelo Ball, and another free agent in the form of Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. The all-defensive team, Amen Thompson for your Cincinnati Lions. Dude named Alex Myers, Evan Mobley, Scotty Barnes, and Victor Wembanyama. The all-rookie team, Clint Wells, Del Malone, Neil Cameron, Cincy's John Doherty, and Dallas's Donnell Wright. No playoffs for either of our two teams, which means we will get to one more draft tonight. But yeah, no playoffs for either of our clubs. I can't say I'm surprised. It was Amen Thompson and the kids trying to lead the way. You do get some overall increases, though, throughout the season. That's not bad. For me, it was Alvin Cummings really leading the way. It was a good idea to get Halliburton out of there. Alvin's actually turning into a really good player for me. So we are both, 7, 8 years into this challenge? 9? I think? And we are, right back where we started. Practically expansion teams with a lot of young talent that we're trying to build up. We have both made at least one conference finals, but neither of us have been able to do a damn thing. And this is easily the longest era that we have had yet, as the Houston Rockets, led by Alton Bridges, will represent the West in the NBA Final. The East will be represented by Roy Madison, former first overall pick, and the Atlanta Hawks. Rockets and Hawks. The winner, the Atlanta Hawks, have won the NBA title thanks to former first overall pick, Roy Madison. The Maryland Monster, Roy Madison. So that is that season over and done with. We go to the 2032 off season. Jesus. Andrew Wiggins, Bobby Portis, Pascal Siakam, John Collins, who started this series on your team, has retired. Paul Reed, another former player of yours. Mo Bamba. Bruno Fernando. Jericho Sims, RJ Hampton retired. You guys cut him and he said, fuck this, I'm out. I'm out. All right, jersey retirements. Pascal Siakam's number 43 for the Toronto Raptors. I mean, he spent freaking 16 years there, so yeah, fair enough. League meetings. Nothing has been changed except changing the time the offense is given to advance the ball to the front court to 6 seconds. Better be moving that offense fast. You better be, you better be. So to the draft lottery. I have my one pick. It is true that you guys don't have the first. Do you ever do a UDFA NBA team? I haven't, but I could try it. I could try the UDFA NBA team. That'd be fun. That'd be fun. I'm willing to skip this, given that I have the 8th pick. I'm not confident I'm going to win anything, but Dallas has your pick that would have been at 7. I'm willing to skip it. The 2032 lottery goes to the Portland Trailblazers, as the Mavericks will be picking 7th. I will be picking 8th and 30th, thanks to Milwaukee, as you guys will have... you have one pick in there, don't you? I feel like I'm blind. Where are the Lions? Do you not have a single pick? Turns out you guys don't have a pick. I think it's because you had Portland's that was top 3 protected. I'm pretty sure that's what it was. Or it was another team that was lottery protected. Maybe Utah? It was something like that. Maybe it was Utah that was lottery protected. So, this will be a pretty quick draft. The Bulls, even. Fair enough. The 2032 NBA drafts. We'll be able to skip ahead to my pick at 8th overall. I have to make it. The question is Willie Geiger actually that good? That's the question. In terms of top 10 dudes, all NBA at the top. All-star bench, oh my god. Well, starter all-star Bruno Popovich. This is not looking pretty in terms of my options. All NBA. Starter all-star. I mean, I can take more of a sure thing. I was hoping to see someone that was like Hall of Fame potential at the top and bench. But looks like it'll be an all NBA best guess. Good draft to bail on. Yeah, apparently you guys timed it well. In terms of potential, there's 4 dudes showing up with an A-. That's Madsen, Tafer, DeMunich. So for me, it's Clarence Chambers or Wesley Madsen. They are both point guards. Good to know. Clarence Chambers or Wesley. Oh my God, what's happening? Clarence Chambers or Wesley Madsen. And given that Madsen is showing up as a D+, Jesus Christ. All right, Clarence Chambers. Or I go for Willie Geiger, and hope for the best. That's what I'm seeing right now. Chambers was a projected top 10 pick. Clarence Chambers, welcome to St. Louis. We'll hope for the best. Mississippi State. Bring in Clarence Chambers. Skip ahead. Pick number 30. Thank God somebody's offering me a trade here. Let it be a good one. Please. I'm begging for a future first-round pick. Okay, there we go. I do have to take on a dude named Mitch Sessions. But a future first-round pick from Phoenix. Or Liviu Busca. B-? That's not too bad. Clay Carlisle? Is a C. Yeah. Honestly, I'm going to make the pick. I'm just going to hope there's somebody out there. Screw it. I was hoping Geiger was still on the list. He's not. That might have been a drastic mistake I just made. That might not work out for me. Maybe I should have traded the pick, but it is what it is. All-NBA Jaden Daniel, Karan Posey, Wesley Madsen. The guy's name is Tugay. I mean, that's my guy. That's my guy. It was meant to be. I will have to give him the number 24. It's perfect. Welcome in, Tugay. Welcome in. My favorite Turk. Fuck. I have a second-round pick as well. Good to know. He is the new channel mascot. He is. Why not? Other teams in sports can have a human as their mascot. Karan Posey or Wesley Madsen. It's probably going to be Karan Posey. Let's see. Karan Posey. Come on down. North Carolina. Another player. He called him a steal. We'll see if that's correct. So chat did not have a single pick in this draft. A 78 overall 19-year-old was the top pick. We will see how this worked out for me. So not a single pick for chat. How good's Karan Posey? Tugay, how good are you? He's not bad, man. B+ at 19, 73 overall. That's pretty good. And then what about Clarence Chambers? Why is every first round pick that I take a fucking C+? I swear to God. I'm still going to sign all 3 of them. But every single first rounder. I swear to God. Holy okay, we'll deal with this tomorrow. That is too much to think about at once. Jesus Christ. That's so many draft picks. It's not as bad for you guys. Holy God. taking a break.